Investors and traders, welcome to the channel Market Chat Pattern and Happy New Year. Today is 1st of January 2025, so we are entering a new year. We just finished a quarter of the century, and now we are starting new horizons. So interesting times coming up for us. So we'll be taking a look at the crypto market. We'll mainly cover the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. We'll take a quick look at ADA as well. And in the comments, please feel free to comment what crypto assets or markets, cryptocurrencies you want me to take a look at from a technical perspective, and I'll try to cover those as well. As always, this video is for educational purposes only. It is not a financial advice. So let's start by taking a look at the Bitcoin. So this is the weekly chart, and I'm going to move over to the monthly, and let's actually make it a yearly chart by going over 12 months. There we go. So now it's a yearly chart, and we can take a look at this one. This is not a log chart, this is the normal one. We can see fantastic returns for Bitcoin in 2024. However, the most of these returns, they've actually come since November, since the elections results came out. So that is really interesting. That tells you about the nature of Bitcoin, that actually when it moves, the most of the gains actually come in a select few days. And if you happen to be not in the market or miss those, then you actually really miss those gains. And a lot of times there is so much volatility that your returns might actually be not positive. So you really need to be in this market, kind of, you need to be in the market to capture those days, in short. Now, let's take a look at this on the log chart. Okay, so I think I've chosen uh, not the correct one. Maybe no, it's fine because this is the yearly chart. So I'll just go back to the normal, and then what we're going to do is go back to the monthly chart. Let's have a really quick look on the monthly basis, and what we can see is December was not that great, but November was excellent. And here we have Bitcoin. You can see that for the most of 2024 it just went sideways, so it topped in March of 2024. If you recall the video that I had done about the Lucas time spiral, which is operating in this market, called in a top in March, and then we had a key next month coming up was in September. And it was really important this September held the support, which it did, and then we had a fantastic move higher. And now March 2025 is the next key month that we are watching for. So let's see how it will play out in the market. Now moving down to the weekly chart, here we go. This is how we are tracking it on the weekly chart. It has had a really nice move higher, which is shown in this purple segment, and this is 1.272 times of the AB. I've not labeled this, but this is your A point, and this is your B point. Then you project it from a C point, but you have to multiply it by 1.272 to get this this purple line right here, coming to right here. And then we also had this bear market that we had going back from 2021 and ending sometime in towards the end of 2022. It's got the 1.618 expansion coming around 101,000 and 1.27 coming around 98,000. So we were watching for the 100,000 mark, and what we were discussing was in our videos that that's the kind of the mark where we could see the Bitcoin actually move around that level for quite some time. And this is exactly what we have seen. We have seen, Bitcoin is volatile asset. It went as high as 108,000, and now it has come down quite a bit, around 94,000 roughly. This is where it is trading. So what does it mean from a technical perspective? So we had these targets here, about 100,000 roughly, that was met. And for the past 3 weeks, in fact 4 weeks, just not gone anywhere, is retracing below that. So if we just draw a retracement from this low to this high, and we have a Fibonacci retracement of 38.2%, that comes around 86,000. And below that, if we just use the market symmetry concept, here we go. This is the previous correction that took place in this market. It just The market just went nowhere, sideways for pretty much better part of 2024. It comes down to about 84,000. So I'll be looking at this really carefully around this support level. And if so, let's see where we are. We're actually a little bit below the 23.6% retracement. So the chances are there is probably a little bit further downside that could come in Bitcoin. Now, if the market breaks this symmetry and 38.2% retracement, it is likely to open up gates to for the downside. We could be looking at 65,000, possibly even 60,000 as well, roughly, because it moves quite a bit. So there is a pretty good chance 70,000 to 60,000, pretty wide range, but again, it's a pretty volatile asset. That is where it could actually end up going to. So let's just keep on watching this $85,000 level per coin level really carefully. Okay, now moving down to the daily chart. Boom, here we go. So here this is the 1.618 expansion of it, which we saw, and what we are looking at now is if we just draw this trend line right here, the market has actually broken below that. And what it has also done is this is the ABCD 1-to-1 price projection that caught this low, and the market just went sideways for quite a bit. But the chances are what the market actually might also be doing is another ABCD right here, with the possibility that we might actually be in the CD leg lower, like this. And the reason is because if we just draw a retracement from this high to this low, it never really went above on closing basis properly above the 38.2% retracement. So in strong trending markets, the 38.2% retracement tends to be a pretty strong resistance. So this actually leads me to be on the side that we could in fact see about 85,000 per coin in this market. So I'm going to just make this chart a little bit easier to see. So I'm going to remove this, and I am going to make this a dashed line like this, right? And what we could actually be in a structure, which is this 1-to-1 price projection ABCD like this, right down to this kind of a breakout region, because it was a really strong move on 11th of November. The market retraced a little bit, rejected lower prices, moved higher. But if you look at this move, it's kind of two ways. It moves higher, then retraces, moves higher, and then there's like a lot of back and forth. This is kind of people were taking profit, getting out, new money coming in, getting in, stuff like that. So we could be actually looking at this ABCD down right to 85,000. This is what I think what the market might want to do. Getting below that, we have discussed this already on the weekly chart, what could happen. So keep on watching 85,000. Below that, 70 to 60,000 might be on the cards for the Bitcoin per coin. Now let's take a look at the Ethereum. So I'm gonna use the Bitstamp data for it. Actually, let me double check. I might have done this on the Coinbase previously, some analysis. Yeah, on the Coinbase one. Okay. And here we go. So what is happening with Ethereum? This is what we had discussed before. Ethereum is actually really range bound, but the important thing with the Ethereum is it has not made new all-time highs. Bitcoin did. All right. And the other thing is that it's not able to take out the 78.6% retracement. So you take this high and you take this low, you just draw a Fibonacci retracement, and it's just being capped by the 78.6% retracement since March of 2024, and we have now moved into 2025, right? So it has had a move down, really nice move down right to the 61.8% retracement. And guys, I'm not making this up. You can draw a retracement. All you guys who are using TradingView, this tool comes with it. So you just take this low, this high, boom, right to the 61.8% retracement. There is some expansion here as well, which I have not shown. So actually, let's take this, boom, and I will have to draw this for you. Boom, there you go. So you have the 1.618 and the 61.8% coming around 2100 level, which told us, okay, there's a confluence here. It's a pretty good level to be watching as potential support, and thus far it has held. Now it went right to the 78.6% retracement one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3. It's like a double topping formation, but essentially the market is range bound, and with what happens with the range bound market is it will now it's testing the upper part of the range, then it'll come down and test the lower part of the range, and eventually it will break out. But if the Bitcoin also starts to move lower, then the chances are that we are also going to see a move in the Ethereum to the downside. So we'll just keep on watching this market, but it's really range bound on the weekly chart. And then if we go down to the daily chart, here we go. So I'm just gonna focus on the recent price action. So you guys know this is the 78.6% retracement. It's a double top formation right here. Let me actually write that down. Here we go. So I'm just gonna say DT, double top, right? Okay. And with respect to this, it's also a double top, which we just saw on the weekly chart. So where are we right now? So I'm going to draw two levels. Let's draw one from here. Now we can do a little bit of arbitrary because this is where the strong move started. So we can take it from here to here. And let's see, where are we? And we are between 50 and 61.8% retracement. And here we go. But we can actually draw it a little bit below, which is the actual low that came in, and that's 50% of this move. And then let's just use this and draw this like this, and this is 61.8% is a little bit below that. So I mean, these lows they are kind of similar with respect to this, because we took this low. So this is the region where it has found support. We had two of these coming quite close together, about in about $70 level. So it's likely to remain range bound like this for quite some time, but the momentum is negative because look, the price is below the 20-day moving average. Simple, really simple as that. But also remains supported by the 89-day moving average, which is this green color. So I think it's just going to chop around for quite some time, and there is a possibility we could see it moving lower, and we'll have the next 61.8% retracement coming in from this low, which is this massive low it had put in with a secondary low right here to here. So we could be looking at about 2877, 2850. That could be the spot for Ethereum if it continues its move lower. So this is what I am watching. And just on the daily chart, let's actually try to chart what it has done previously. So this was a move lower, and if we just do an ABCD, there we go. And let me just draw an expansion here. Boom. The 1.618 times came right here. A lot of volatility in this market, so it was just jagged around here. We had ABCD coming 1.618, but the momentum to the downside was really strong. It went quite a bit lower on the 5th of August, right? Now I have not drawn from these lows, but there is going to be some relationship from here. Let's see, this is the important low since May of 2022, and let's see what we get right here. Boom, there you go, guys. I'm not making it up, but it was exactly the 61.8% from this low to this low right here. So that's the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. I'm gonna make it move to the right hand side, so it's displayed there. So there we go. This market looks really range bound, so I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the lower end of the range. It has already tested the upper boundary of it, but this is really strong support around 2100. That's the 61.8% retracement. So the chances are it just keeps on maybe bouncing between this, and eventually it does a breakout. Now let's take a look at Solana. So here we go. Let me actually use Coinbase for this as well. And here we go. So this is a daily chart. So I was watching in Solana this level 205 because that was the pattern. Really nice one-to-one price projection right at 38.2% retracement, and if the trend was strong, then the chances were it would have held, but it did not. And the clues were in this price action, because really a two-way price action, there is like quite a lot of bear bars and there are bullish bars, and look at the really bearish momentum right here. So there we go. And also one of the things is that in the equity markets such as Nasdaq, we have seen a lot of volatility come in. So those markets are also impacting Bitcoin and some of the crypto, for example. So here we can just draw a trend line like this. We can see that it is yeah, maybe we can also have a channel formation like this. So it seems to be moving in some sort of a channel formation right here, but it does look like it wants to also move lower. So we'll just draw a retracement. Let me actually get rid of this tool. I'm gonna draw 61.8%. There you go. So there is a chance we could see this market come down to a little bit lower, around 168. And let me actually see this ABCD that I was drawing, whether we had some. Yeah, okay, so this entire move is 1.618 times this. So there is a chance what this market might have done is completed this longer one right here, and we just might go into a chop, and then actually maybe do an ABCD higher, like a move like this. That is also possible. I don't know where exactly the high is, but here something like this is possible. And then if we just draw a retracement, I'm gonna draw it from two levels. This is an important level because it's rejected this, and we just draw it right here. So you can see that it's just being capped by the 38.2% retracement, and this is where it's just chopping around now. And if we were to draw it from the higher level, assuming this is the low, it can get right into here, which is the 38.2% retracement. So I'm gonna remove some of these levels so that the chart is a little bit easier to see. I'm gonna bring it 50% here. There we go. So Solana, this region, pretty strong resistance, right? So I'm just gonna write resistance here. There we go. So this is what we are watching in this currency, Solana versus the US dollar. Weekly chart, let's have a quick look. We have double topping here. Then we have some strength coming in from the 20-week moving average. But that level that I mentioned, let's just keep on watching that. If it turns out to be strong resistance, then we could see further down price action as well. Finally, let's take a look at ADA. Coinbase, there we go. ADA had a big move. Let's see what the move went to on the weekly chart. Let's take this high, bring it down here. Lo and behold, what do we have? We have the 38.2% retracement. So 0.382. Guys, I'm not making this stuff up, or this fib stuff. On the channel I've shown you again and again and again. So let me actually make it red. Here we go. Here we go. Strong momentum to the downside. So I think where it is at the moment, let's see if we find some support. Yeah. If we trace about 50%, I would imagine it can hold. yeah, between this these two levels right here might be some support for this, between 50% and 61.8%. And we also have the 20-week moving average just below that. So guys, this is what we are watching in the cryptocurrencies. So thank you very much for watching the video. Good luck, good trading, and if you found this of educational value, please do subscribe to the channel, and if you do, then hit that bell icon button, and that way you will know when the new videos are posted, so you will not miss on anything. And if you also like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Good luck, good trading. Happy New Year, and speak to you guys soon.